Craftsman Days are here at Lowe's with big savings on the tools you need. Right now, get a free select tool when you buy the Craftsman V20 2-pack battery kit. Whether it's the backyard, the bathroom, or beyond, Craftsman has the tools to help you power through and get the project done right. Because DIYing is unpredictable, but your tools shouldn't be. Shop Craftsman at Lowe's today. Valid through 6/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
You have unread texts from Golf Buds. Would you like me to read them?
Yes.
Okay. Johnny says, what are the nicotine pouches you had on the course? Walker says, 8 milligram on nicotine pouches. Billy says, I love the mint one.
I like that one.
Walker says, me too. By the way, you both stink at golf. LOLOL.
Come on. Carry on nicotine pouches. Shop now at onnicotine.com/group text. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
She is sure, she is sure, she is strong, she is strong, she is true, she is true. She is brave, she is brave, she is bold, she is bold, she is you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Word of Mom Radio here on the Word of Mom Media Network. I'm your host, Dori DeCarlo, and you know we are here week after week breaking those myths that mompreneurs and business women, especially those of us building our businesses from home, that we're just dabbling in between bake sales and getting our nails done. We're not. We are smart, we are savvy, and we are sharing the wisdom of women in business and in life. And I am so excited to be bringing today's guests into Word of Mom Radio and having them share the amazing work that they are doing in Rhode Island. Lydia Perez is the founder and artistic director of the Puerto Rican Institute for the Arts and Advocacy, PRIAA, as it is very well known. And it's based in Rhode Island and founded in 1994. Yidell Rivera is the administrative assistant to PRIAA and Lydia's daughter. So for me, as a mompreneur, getting to see mother and daughter working together is always a joy for me. PRIAA champions the gathering and retention of cultural memory, language, and identity, transmitting these across generations in the form of education through the arts, not only for Puerto Ricans, but for all Latinos and for all Rhode Island. As the founder and executive director of PRIAA, Lydia has an extensive record of promoting activities that increase cross-cultural understanding, cultural awareness, and self-esteem of children and adults. Lydia has spent the last 29 years as a performer and cultural educator, activist in the U.S., Cuba, and Puerto Rico. She is a presenter, singer, drummer, dancer, composer, poetry, and artisan. She has been recognized as a community asset by many organizations in New England. Throughout the arduous 32 years of Afro-Puerto Rican career throughout New England, Lydia Perez brings with her the Cultural Heritage Center, where all PRIAA social and cultural activities are developed for its members and for the Diaspora in Rhode Island. I could continue on, but I really want to bring these two amazing women into our show. So Lydia and Yidell, welcome to Word of Mom Radio.
Thank you very much for having me here with you.
Thank you very much for inviting us, Dori.
My pleasure. And I would love for you to take us on your journey, Lydia, and share how you came to develop PRIAA.
Wow. That was long times ago. You're talking about 33 years ago. So I started this with a birthday party with my friends. I remember she invited me to be in the happy birthday of his son. And then I will go with my pandereta. This is a tambourine, a small tambourine. And then I am singing a song, happy birthday to you, with the rhythm of the plena. Yidell, can you explain to her what is that?
Okay, so plena is an Afro-Puerto Rican traditional music. It's often called the sung newspaper because it's used as a medium, a tool for gossip or for social commentary or just basically just saying the news, or because it was developed during a time on the island where the most common people couldn't read or write, so they couldn't read the newspapers. That was for the high nobility, for the landlords, not for the common folk who worked the fields. And so how they got their news around was through song. through word of mouth, through song. And what better way to go from town to town than carrying around little hand drums and making up cute little verses about, oh yeah, this Juanito had a fight with Juliana and now he's living in the doghouse. Haha, isn't that funny? Type of thing. It's a cultural aspect that has been passed down through generations, and it's a staple on the island, not just plena, but also another genre called bomba, but we'll get into that later. But plena is basically the more mobile and the type that you march and dance to. You would see it most commonly in festivals, in carnivals, in parties, like Mom said, at a birthday party where she used the hand drum and the rhythms of plena to sing this little boy a happy birthday. And it was really cute.
And that's it. This is plena.
It's a wonderful way. I love that this began at a party for a child.
Of course. Yeah.
So talk to us about PRIAA and who are its people.
Well, PRIAA is a nonprofit organization dedicated to embrace our Puerto Rican and traditional and heritage, of course. And then PRIAA is 3 organizations that improve leadership through the arts. Then we would start to do it with apprentice, always had to be with apprentice, because this is the way that we increase our community. PRIAA is the heart of the Puerto Rican community in Rhode Island right now, and is known for everybody, including in regional and national leave. We are very proud of our work.
It's amazing. It really is. And especially starting 33 years ago, where awareness, my mother is Puerto Rican. So, my abuelita, when it was funny, nothing angered her more. We're talking 60 years ago, when she would see a sign in Spanish, she would get angry about it. She really would, because she was like, I came to this country, I had to learn English. She would just go on and on and on and on and on. And I grew up at a time where you didn't make your child bilingual. I should be trilingual, because my other side of the family was from Italy. Both my grandmothers, so I had my nanny and my abuelita, and she would speak Italian, the other one would be speaking Spanish, and their dialects, because in Italy there's so many different dialects, but their dialect was so close that they would just be sitting there chatting away. We would laugh. But again, I love seeing the embracing of the culture and not the drowning out of the culture. So how have you been celebrating the differences as we all live together? How is PRIAA doing this?
Well, it's funny you should actually mention that story about your grandma being angry at the Spanish signs, because in our history, we've noticed that a lot of these immigrant and migrant families have been trying purposely to not neglect, but purposely deny their children, teaching them Spanish or teaching them about their roots and history, thinking that it would be better for them if they were so Americanized that they would integrate directly into the American people. We're advocating for the opposite. It closes so many doors when you do that. These families don't understand. Teach your kids Spanish. Teach your kids your primary language. English is your secondary language in this situation. Teach your kids your roots, your heritage. It opens up so many doors. Do not deny them their culture.
Yeah.
These are the messages that we as an organization, we advocate for. We are invited by the school administrations to go into the school systems, and they have a small 20-30 minute break, field trip into the auditorium, take a break from their classes. And we get to teach them about our culture. We get to teach them about plena. We get to teach them about bomba. And at the same time, we ask them, hey, if your grandma or if your parents speak Spanish, ask them, tell them that you want to learn. It's okay to be who you are. Don't deny it. Yeah. This is an extremely important message that we have been pushing for these past 30 odd years. Do not be afraid of who you are. It is not shameful.
I love that. I really do. For those of you out there, the best way to teach your children, because they are little sponges, they will absorb everything. One of you speak English, the other one speaks Spanish. And that way, one parent is communicating in English, but the other one is always communicating in Spanish, and the kids learn to go back and forth and back and forth. It is the easiest way for them to learn both languages. Because again, they are little sponges. My second language was sign language. So when I would give my kids a piece of bread, I would sign bread for them. My middle son was speech delayed. So I taught him to sign. He couldn't speak. And I used to tell him, you have to say it or you have to sign it, but you have to tell mommy what you want because I can't understand you. And his speech therapist, oh, well, of course he doesn't speak. You taught him to sign. I looked at her. I said, wow.
How else is he supposed to communicate?
Exactly. Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. You know what? The more you introduce your children to other languages, other cultures, it makes it part of their being. It really does. And it's so important. We're talking about being in Rhode Island. Where are you in Rhode Island and how far out does PRIAA reach?
Hi, hello. We're located in Pawtucket, Rhode Island at 1005 Main Street. How are you? And by the way, our doors are open to anyone who wants to come in and wants to learn. So please go ahead. I was saying that playfully, but yes, that is our address, 1005 Main Street, Pawtucket, Suite 2228. It's a big brick building. It's called Hope Artiste Village. And our reach, PRIAA's reach, we've been able to actually, for the past 30 odd years, it was us who traveled to them, not them coming to us. So we would be invited to cities such as Springfield, such as Boston, such as Portland, Maine. We went all the way down to Georgia, Florida, Virginia, as far north as New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine. We traveled all of New England. Mom herself has gone to San Antonio, Texas. She went to Cuba one time without me, and I was a little mad, but it's fine. We traveled to where they invite us so we can spread our mission out to other people. It's only been recent, within the last 3 years, that we actually opened up our brick and mortar center here in Pawtucket. We were tired of traveling out, so we were like, okay, now it's time for the opposite. Now we sit here, and now if people want to come, they come to us. Okay. And it's been beautiful. It's been great. Like I said, our doors are open. Come check us out.
So our commitment, our mission is the same. So we try to reach our community, listen to emerge, then to sense of pride of their cultural identity, the language, and the same time acquire the commitment to maintain, development, and transmit that pride generationally. Our advocacy is run through the arts and expression to maintain the heritage of the Puerto Rican population. We advocate for the respect with the service as American citizens who contribute to the social, political, economic, and cultural well-being on entire nations.
Yes. On that note, please think of what Lydia just said. Please think of what she just said about the citizens of the United States in Puerto Rico and what we are doing here in this country. We are going to take a very quick break to say thank you to our sponsors. And we will be back here in just a moment on Word of Mom Radio. She is brave. She is bold. She is you. And we want to tell your story. Are you ready to share your journey with us on Word of Mom Radio? Go to wordofmomradio.com and register as a guest. We want to tell your story because when you win, we all win. And we're back here on Word of Mom Radio. We are talking with Lydia Perez and Yidell Rivera from PRIAA, the Puerto Rican Institute for Arts and Advocacy that is based in Pawtucket, Rhode Island now.
Yes.
At a wonderful place, Hope Artiste Village, that is doing so much to reach out into the community and is developing such a wonderful, I was there the other day, the Latin Quarter that you have now.
Icy corner.
It's so fabulous. So with that happening, you now have your carnival that is
Yes.
happening. And I want to talk about this because it is a week of amazing workshops going on that will culminate in this carnival on June 28th. So talk to us about this and let everybody know all of the wonderful things going on.
So yes, Carnival, where do we start? Okay, we're starting our Carnivals week on June 25th. From June 25th to June 28th, we are holding a carnival called La Pequeña Sanse de Rhode Island.
The
little
little
Sanse. La Pequeña Sanse means the little Sanse. And what a Sanse is that it is a shortened version of how to say Saint Sebastian. So what it is that the Carnival of Saint Sebastian is the largest carnival on Puerto Rico. It's held in January, and it is the carnival when anybody outside of the island or think about the traditional or the typical Caribbean carnival, they usually think of either Mardi Gras or those carnival with the ladies with the feathers, or they think of our carnival, which is El Festival de San Sebastian, the Festival of Saint Sebastian, in Puerto Rico. It is huge. A lot of people just pile into the main street in San Juan, Puerto Rico, aptly named Saint Sebastian Street. So what it is that each city, each town in Puerto Rico has a patron saint that they pay homage to, and the patron saint of San Juan, the capital, is Saint Sebastian. He has a primary street in downtown or Old San Juan, which is where this festival takes place. And so what we're aiming for is that we are trying to take little bits and pieces of that festival, little pieces of our home, and bring it to you guys in Rhode Island, in Pawtucket, right here at the Hope Artiste Village, right outside of our little center, the Cultural Heritage Center. We are planning on throwing a mini version of that festival. So we have food vendors, we have music, we have dance, we have big head cabezudo caricatures endemic to our culture. We have the gigantes, which are the trickster spirits that love to play pranks on people. We have poetry. We have every form of expression that you want to see in a carnival. We're going to have it. Plus, it's not just for Puerto Ricans.
For everybody.
It's for everybody. Come along. We have fun. We also invited our other friends, our Dominican friends, our Brazilian friends, Peruvian friends, our Colombian friends.
To everybody enjoy.
To include everybody to have fun.
So on Wednesday, June 25th, we started with the Gigante mask making workshop. And that would be 12 noon to 4. And then we would jump to 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. with plena music, with the small tambourine, and the introduction of the Gigante a la boya.
Pan y cebolla.
De gigante a la boya.
Pan y cebolla.
De gigante a la boya.
Pan y cebolla.
Something like that. Then in June 26th, we will have a health tree exhibition. We will have an exhibition of masks from Legacy High School, from Pawtucket. Student from there was with us at 3 or 4 making masks, the gigante masks. So they will be there. They will be with us, in the exhibition. Also, the heart tree that we have 4 months with them doing the same introduction of our mask and gigante. And then all of that at that day will be an exhibition. On 26th, also on 27, we will have a workshop of leather restoration of our drums. You have to fix it, because a long time, they need fixes. So we will have that workshop also. And the 27th, we will have workshop of gigante literatura.
Literature and storytelling.
And storyteller. And that will be 6:30 till 8. And then we will have bomba music. And the big party will be in June 28th to celebrate the carnival of all of our past work with children and everything. That day will be, in that moment, will be in the Sanse, La Pequeña Sanse.
How long is the carnival? From when to when on the 28th?
From noon to 4 p.m.
I really encourage you to go. It is going to be so much fun. So tell us about the bomba music.
Bomba!
¡Bomba! Del cielo cayó un pintor a pintar tu hermosura. Al verme tan hermosa se le cayó la pintura.
Good job. A bit of poetry there. What bomba is basically Black storytelling in verse with African drumming. So, little tiny history lesson. Back during the days when the Caribbean islands were being colonized, they brought over the Africans to work the sugarcane fields as slaves. And they prohibited these slaves from communicating with each other, basically just talking. So, what they decided to do was that in order to communicate between tribes, they would sneak in music. And so just like how we explained in plena before, bomba precedes plena. So what it is that they would use music as a disguise to transmit messages through these celebrations that the masters would allow them to have, after hours at night, so during downtime. So what it is that bomba is basically just storytelling and messages through music and dance, through music and art.
And dance and tradition.
Yeah, too.
It's amazing how music can convey so much. And how that is how these slaves were using this to communicate with each other, to send messages. It's really just the power of music.
And that has been passed down generationally from master to apprentice, And the bomba music is so prevalent on the island that they have actual gatherings of bomba masters and big festivals, big bombazos. They're called bombazos, where it's a big celebration of bomba music. Drummers from all over the island come in and they don't compete, but they come to show off their skills. Mm-hmm. Because if you watch these masters at work, their hands drumming on those drums are works of art. Oh my goodness, the type of rhythms that they can produce. My goodness.
I'm so looking forward to this. I really am.
What we are doing with the kids in Legacy High School and the Heart Tree Tribe is that we are teaching them how to make their own vejigante masks. So for the past 3 to 4 months, we have been teaching them how to make their own masks out of paper mache, when traditionally they would be either made out of paper mache or out of coconut husks. The North uses coconuts, the South uses paper mache. We don't have coconuts here, so we were left with paper mache, but these kids are loving those lessons.
And talk about our new vejigante.
And we do, when we are debuting them in the carnival, we have a artist friend who is coming directly from Puerto Rico, who has been developing new vejigante masks out of craft foam. So they are lighter, airier, and a lot more vibrant than the traditional paper mache or coconut masks. They're a lot lighter. They look adorable. I'm looking at them right now. A vejigante from the town of Ponce. Ponce is a town in the south of Puerto Rico. Remember what I say, the paper mache masks are made, and they are characterized by these long paper mache looking horns and very ornate.
And this animal face.
And they have a lot of animalistic features. Whereas we have vejigantes from the north of Puerto Rico, Loíza. They're traditionally made out of coconut husks. So as you can see, it's emulating coconut husks, and the horns are the coconut barbs. He's an up-and-coming artist in Puerto Rico named
Kenneth Melendez.
And he has developed these
kind of masks.
Absolutely amazing. So as we are wrapping up, what do you want to leave our listeners with, and how may they reach out to you? And feel free, if you want to leave this message in Spanish.
Okay.
Translate.
I will do both. Yo quiero invitar a todo la gente linda de Pawtucket.
I would like to formally introduce all of the beautiful people of Pawtucket and Rhode Island and all your listeners.
Todas nuestras tradiciones, porque si ustedes no visitan a Puerto Rico, nosotros le traemos a Puerto Rico.
We invite you all to partake in our culture because if you guys can't go visit our island, we will more than gladly bring our island's traditions to you.
Y aquí estamos para celebrar lo que es para nosotros un arte tradicional, arte popular de Puerto Rico.
And we are here to celebrate what it is, popular arts, popular traditional heritage, cultural arts of Puerto Rico.
Actualmente dentro de nuestro centro de herencia cultural tenemos las 5 facetas de las artes populares de Puerto Rico que nosotros ayudamos y emanamos a hacer todos los días.
So currently in the Cultural Heritage Center, we feature 5 most popular traditional arts from Puerto Rico, which are
santos de palo tallado en madera.
Wooden saint carvings. It is a lost art from the island. It has lost all religious iconography. What it is that each house used to have their own wooden saints that they would pay homage to. But when the island turned Protestant, they were all considered heresy. And so they were all ordered to be burned and destroyed. Very, very few of these wooden saints actually survive to this day, and they have become collector's items. And so what we're doing is that with the help of master artisans from Puerto Rico and from here in New England, we are reviving the art of recreating these carved wooden saints and what they used to represent.
Otro de nuestras actividades aquí en el centro es trabajar con la música, bomba y la plena.
And 2 more of the popular arts that we offer and teach are how to play and dance, because it is a dance, bomba and plena. With both they're tied together, but they're separate genres of music.
Otra de nuestras actividades es crear las máscaras de vigilantes para los carnavales.
The art number 4 is creating these carnival masks, these vejigante masks for carnival. We teach you from start to finish how to create your own carnival mask.
Y la literatura, muy importante para nosotros que los niños estudien en el idioma nuestro, el idioma español.
And along with the vejigante mask, we also teach vejigante storytelling and literature, so that way these kids can learn how to speak and write Spanish in their own terms, using vejigantes as a medium.
También hacemos teatros infantiles como dramatización en los niños bailando y tocando la bomba, creando ensamble.
And along with those literatures, we also encourage them to create their own theater, their own little dramatization plays that they can do themselves. They can storytell with each other and their peers.
So, eso es lo que nosotros hacemos en el centro y estaremos aquí pues para poder demostrarle a todo el mundo de que estamos aquí presentes y aquí nos vamos a quedar, porque Potoque nos encanta.
So these are the popular arts that we offer to our patrons, the people of Pawtucket, the people of Rhode Island. Anybody who comes in through these doors, they're more than welcome to learn from us our cultures and traditions, because they should not be gatekept.
Necesito también, bien importante, traer a colación los colaboradores que han trabajado conmigo en la SANSE.
So what is really important for us to say right now, we would like to officially thank our sponsors and collaborators. So Central Falls Mayor, the Honorable Maria Rivera, for accommodating our needs. Hope Artiste Village for housing us. Thank you very much for giving us the space to open up our doors. American News is also one of our collaborators and sponsors. And a long time, 20, 30 odd years, we started out with American News. Oh my goodness. Hi, Alfonso. Segway Legacy Charter High School. The Heart Tree Tribe is another one. Village Theater right next door. Our fellow thaumaturges in the arts. New England Latino Arts right next door. National Endowment for the Arts, of course, for facilitating the grants. That we would not survive without these grants. So thank you so much. And of course, we would like to officially reach a warm, heartfelt thank you to the City of Pawtucket and to the Department of Treasury for making all of this possible. Thank you guys so much.
This is our collaborator and our sponsors.
You may visit our website at www.priaa-ri.org. So that's priaa-ri.org.
All of the links for PRIAA are going to be live on wordofmomradio.com. I really encourage you, if you are in the area, go to this carnival, take some of these workshops. There is so much beautiful heritage being shared by these two amazing women that are out there advocating for the history and culture that we love. So, you know what? Gracias. Yo te quiero mucho.
Gracias.
You know? Thank you. And for all of you tuning in, thank you so much for being here. We're going to close out with our fabulous theme song from Smith Sisters and the Sunday Drivers. So till next time, this is Dori DeCarlo saying go out and create a marvelous you. Bye for now.
She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. Sure of herself, yeah, she takes care of biz. Powerful and strong, yeah, she knows who she is. Has integrity, woman strong and true. You know her by name, see this woman is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. Adds value and hope. Has proved to be brave. See, it's never too late. Never time to behave. Reaching for dreams. Doesn't matter the age. Believes in herself. Unleashed from her cage. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true.